And we're back, guys. We're back with part two. We're still rolling with it now. Our boy Cubs celebrating a massive, massive streaming milestone today. Congratulations, mate.
We
Magnificent
should
effort.
say YouTube milestone. I didn't introduce streaming until a ways later.
Yeah, close enough. That'll do. We'll just roll with that. That's it. Straight up, guys. Hit that subscribe button. We are down to 200 subscribers to hit 10K. You guys have been stepping it up. Thank you so much.
Nice,
The love
dude.
is
You're
real.
inching closer and closer. Love to see
Thank
it.
you, guys. I really, really, really appreciate all the support we're getting, but we're damn close. Help us get over that line. It would be really, really appreciated. It really would. Carbs, let's get after it, mate. Hey, we're live on Monday. We're doing this Monday.
That's like 2 weeks in a row.
I know. What the is going on? It's amazing. We're on time.
You guys are watching like 5-year-old footage of Galaxy of Heroes, by the way. Enjoy it.
Yeah, 5-year-old Cubs' second video, I think, ever is what we're watching right now. So you're going to be looking at
this one was made a little bit later. We got off this. The second one was way too bad to watch.
Well, if you're looking for strategy,
do you want me to put the second video ever made on?
Yeah, put that on, man. Put the second one on.
It's an old HSTR guide.
I like it. Put
old
that
school.
on. What's a HSTR?
I don't even know. Oh, wait, no. HAAT.
Oh, it's the old tank raid.
Yeah,
hey,
tank.
I definitely don't know what that is.
Look at the characters here. This is the team I'm telling everyone to use right here.
I love it. It's
back in the glory days of actual theory crafting.
It's fantastic. It's so good. All right, we're going to leave that running in the background. Cubs early videos. It's absolutely fantastic. Hopefully, we get a bit of a snippet of his devilishly good looks back in the day as well. We'll see how we go.
This video, I wasn't showing my face yet. We hadn't done the Cubs fan face reveal yet. Yeah.
All right, let's get down to it, man. Let's get straight into the topics today. And something that I want to cover, which I think would be really, really fun in a lot of different ways. I want to see a GAC, which is by far the premier game mode in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, right? Grand Arena is the go-to. PvP players love it. Streamers love streaming it. People like watching it. It's really, without it, let's be honest, the game, there'd be so many people not playing this game right now. That's where GAC is at.
Yeah.
Okay, straight up. So why are we not putting extra resources into making GAC better? And what I mean by that is that personally, I would like to see some sort of a replay system. There are games, of course, out there that have that same sort of PvP option already out there, man. And I personally would like to see a way that we can actually see our opponents and what they did and what they used, not waiting till the GG reports come in.
Yeah.
I would really, really like to see during a stream, for instance, knowing what our opponents have done against us. Do you think this is a good idea, Cubs, or not?
It's objectively a good idea, but I don't think CG will see it as a good idea. I think the way that they will view that is a waste of resources for something that a small percentage of the community wants. And I don't like that they view it that way, but I would speculate that is exactly how they would talk about that behind closed doors.
Yeah.
There might be a few guys over there that are advocating for that kind of thing, but ultimately I think the resources that would go into that, they're just like, I think they know that the game is just kind of on life support, and it's they're trying to keep people here as long as they can keep us here. People are still spending, like, obviously people still see value in the game. But I don't think that the game is at a point now where they can really do. I don't know. Maybe I'm too negative. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we can't expect that.
Yeah. And people are putting in chat, you can see right now, it have to wait until the match is over. Not necessarily. What if, because I mean, the fog of war is the biggest issue, right? That's the thing, right? So what if you got to the point where you unlocked the back zone, right? And then you unlock the ship zone. Everyone knows what everyone's used by then, then unlock the option for replays because you've kind of earned that instead of just, here you go, before you actually go into battle yourself. What if you actually make it as some sort of an achievement, something that you can actually push for and strive for and see what your opponents used against you and use it as a reward that, again, for guys like us, the streamers, we can then go back live while we're streaming and go, okay, let's go see what our guy did. We've opened this up. Let's see what he did to get to this point. Because all the cards are off the table by then. We know what everyone's used by then, right?
Right. Yeah, no, it would be amazing. I think it would be amazing to see those kind of things in the game. And also, I think I've always felt like Grand Arena, there was a lot of untapped potential for CG on an esports perspective. Like when you can turn your game into something that is worth spectating, that's so good for the longevity and overall health of the game. And Grand Arena has the potential to do that, and adding things like spectator mode or replay and things like that make it more possible for people to engage and enjoy that kind of content. And it would, like, I mean, just think about the devs versus community GAC and how exciting that was for a lot of people. Now, I know there are reasons why a lot of people protested that event, and I mean, we don't need to talk about that. But overall, the actual spectating experience, I think, for those who participated in that event was really exciting. And if that was the way GAC always was, I think we'd have a lot more engagement on content. But maybe that's just maybe that's just our biased view as content creators.
Yeah,
maybe people don't. Maybe the majority don't care.
Yeah, maybe that's the case. But I just think that the opportunity is there. That's the beauty of it. So to have that opportunity not used to its full potential is pretty disappointing. That's the thing that annoys me and frustrates me, because there is just so much there we could do with it, given the opportunity. And we want this game to be as good as it honestly can be. That's what it's all about. We're not here bitching about this, that, or whatever else, and it's not personal. It's just like, how can this game be better? Because it's in everyone's best interest for that to be the case. Right. That's definitely what we want. So anyway, just throwing the idea out there, guys. Let us know in the comments below. Do you like the idea? Yes, no, maybe. What are the benefits? What are the negatives? Let us know. We'd love to hear it all in the chat. Put it in there straight up. Now, this next topic, I know, Cubs, you weren't looking forward to chatting about. All right. And I totally understand
I just don't trust what I'm going to say.
All the more reason to discuss it, my friend. All right. Now, let's get down to it, because we do absolutely need to talk about this. It is getting to the point recently, and I've noticed it more than anywhere, that it is very, very, very difficult to have enthusiasm for playing this game for a heck of a lot of people out there. And that's just fact. I don't agree with it. Whether I do or don't, it's irrelevant. That's just the way it is. We're in so many different Discord servers. We connect with so many different people, Cubs, out there in and around the community. They tell us what's going on. It's not us making this up. I mean, we're not. It's a case of what we see and what we hear and the feedback we get from people that day in, day out play this game all the time. And we're finding, that the gear's rough, that the packs are full on. We've seen Grid's to-do list, of course, as well. Don't forget that. I mean, we've been through that over the weekend. There's so many different things that we want this game to improve with. And we just don't seem to be getting it. We're getting conquests. We're getting artifacts pretty soon as well, which we think are datacrons, right? I mean, that's probably what it sounds like.
Right.
And really, there just doesn't seem to be anything really to pique our interest. And it's very, very difficult to keep that enthusiasm for a lot of people. And that's making people really frustrated. And I think that's what it is. So I mentioned toxicity at the start. And I mean, people aren't just, pitchforks and all that sort of stuff. But a lot of people are just really annoyed because it's a case of, hey, we play this game. We want to play it more. We're at the point where we're just not enjoying what we're getting out of it. And a lot of people are just to the point where they go, well, why do we bother? And there are a lot of people leaving the game because of that. It's a case of, well, what's the point?
Right.
So I'm not going to sit here and expect a big, rant from you or anything like that, Cubs. But am I going? What you're hearing is the same as what I'm hearing. That's what I want to know. Like, do you believe that's pretty legit, or am I way off the mark?
No, I mean, I think in general, people get upset and people get angry. And I think that they're going to express that anger in the way they feel like they need to. And sometimes it gets directed at the devs. Sometimes it gets directed at content creators. Sometimes it gets directed at whales, wherever else, And I mean, all that I would say about that toxicity that I would encourage people to keep in mind is that there's humans behind this game. Be toxic towards CG as a company. That's great. I will be too. Because they make company decisions that piss me off. But what I don't feel great about is when people start getting personal and attacking Crumb or attacking Meathead now, or Doja when he was here, or Carrie when she was here, etc. And saying
it's fantastic,
saying terrible things. And I've had people say truly shocking things to me. They have really hard times with things that I've said about the game or about whatever else. And I I don't know. Like, I would just encourage people to keep in mind that these people that you're saying these things about are human, and we make mistakes, and there's no need to be toxic in that way. But people are going to have their opinions. They're gonna. I know there's people out there that believe really harsh things about lots of content creators, and I can't convince them to not believe those things. So
people are going to think what they're going to think. There's nothing you can do about that. You can't control it. That's just unfortunately the way it goes. But yeah, I just find that there are players that have been playing this game day in, day out for 5-6 years, and these are serious players, and a lot of them are spenders as well. Like, these are serious, hardcore in-game players, and they've had enough.
Yeah,
I mean that's got to speak for itself. Like, it doesn't matter what we say, it doesn't matter what you say, it doesn't matter what we say. That speaks for itself. These guys have gone through everything up until now. They've gone through the ups and downs of this game. And a lot of them are at the point now where they've just gone, you know what? I think I'm done. I think I finally hit my limit. And maybe it's a burnout thing. Maybe it's not. But is it recoverable, Cubs? Is there a way that this can turn around? Because it needs to. It really, really does. Otherwise, there's really not much more to say.
Yeah, I don't think it's recoverable, honestly. I don't. That's my truthful opinion.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I don't think that there's a whole lot CG can do. I don't think there's a whole lot that content creators can do. I don't think that. I think the only avenue is to just lean into it.
Yeah. So was it okay? So my last question, and then we'll move on to the viewer's choice. But my last little point is: do you think all the potential was tapped out of the game? Then, if that's the case, or have there been a lot of opportunities lost?
I mean, it's hard to say that there's a lot of opportunities that have been lost for the simple fact that the game is still around. Like, it's been almost 7 years. That's impressive. Like, I mean, we get negative about the game, but ultimately, look at what the game's accomplished. Look at the money the game's made. The game has clearly been successful. So I don't think that. I think it would be pretty salty and ignorant for me to say that there was a lot of missed opportunities. Other than I think there's a lot of things I would have liked to see that I think would have made the game better for me and maybe a lot of other people who feel that way. But ultimately, the game's still here, so clearly they're doing something right.
I think we got to hear from them soon, though, don't we? I mean, I know that certainly Cubs has been on leave, right? And sorry, not Cubs, sorry, Crumb. I meant Crumb. I'm sorry, brother. It's late.
Me too. I've been kind of checked out. I've got a lot of posts that people are telling me about, and I'm like, I haven't even paid attention to that. I'm kind of checked out right now.
Crumb's still on leave, I believe, and at this point in time, I haven't heard that he's returned yet. I haven't seen a post from him in the forums or anything yet. And I think that when Crumb returns, I would like to think that certainly the communication may improve a little bit. We know that, of course, Meathead's doing a great job, but he's also torn across a few games. So, the pressure's there as well with the workload. So I think that we're at the point that we need to hear from them going forward soon about what's coming up. We think that it's been quiet for weeks. Like this, really, we haven't heard much at all over the last few weeks, Cubs. We just haven't. And I think we're at the point where we need to be starting to hear something pretty big sooner. Otherwise, people are going to go, well, this is what's going on, people. What's happening? Because
how many times have we said that?
And my point exactly. But then when we say that, then something happens. So maybe it's a bit of wishful thinking. Maybe it is. And I think we're at the point that we sooner rather than later, in the next week, this week or next week, something's got to drop. Something big has to drop, because otherwise people are just going to say, you know what, I've had enough.
I just feel I think the stage where I'm at personally and emotionally is I'm just apathetic. Like, I just don't care. Like, do they need to drop something big? Sure, I don't care. I don't really care right now. I'm burnt out, man.
But for someone who covers this game for so long and has a passion for everything that this game's about and everything that we've done up until now and help create an environment for people to sit and view and enjoy it, it's just bloody sad. It's really, really sad
that we're reality. And I already know there's people who pause the video and are already commenting like, oh my gosh, you guys, you need to, or Cubs, just quit the game. Why are you so, like, I get those comments all the time of people who just want to tell me to quit the game. They want me to leave. And you know what? That's not for you to decide. I still want to be here. I still love the game enough to stay. But right now, with the way things have been, I don't feel enthusiastic. I don't.
Yeah.
And I hope
what's that
it would be
achieve?
awesome if that changed, but I just right now I'm kind of just apathetic.
Yeah, but you leaving, what's that achieve? Nothing. Another good content creator who covers this game gone. That's all it achieves. We don't want that. No one wants that. So anyway, straight up. Let us know in the comments below what you guys think. I know there's a lot to cover there, but I've tried to keep it neat. I try to keep it reasonably tight without getting full on and full rant mode and all that sort of stuff, because that's really easy to do when we talk about these types of topics. I want to finish on this. I want this game to be better. Right? I want this game to be better. I want to be passionate about it. I want to be enjoying it. I want to be hanging out with all of you guys watching in the Cubs fam and everyone else here watching live right now. I want to be hanging out with you guys for a long, long time to come yet. But that's not in our hands to do that. We need CG to be helping us and assisting us in doing that and giving the players what we want and what we need to ensure that we enjoy that happiness going forward. Because really, we're all in this together, right?
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not. Straight up, we want the game to be better. And that's why we're frustrated, because we f***ing care.
Yeah.
What can I say? I'm going to leave it at that. Viewer's choice, last topic, Cubs, straight up. Last topic we're going to cover today. Thank you so much, guys. For those that don't know, of course, if you go into the Discord server, the description is below. Jump in there. There's a channel called Rogue Actions Questions. Put your question in there. I drag them from there every single week. I've got a really, really cool question today from Thrallman is giving us a question today. And the question is this, Cubs, and it's a territory war one. I know you love your territory war. You're a huge, huge fan. Cubs, you ready for this, brother? You ready to go?
I'm ready.
Now, short and sharp. Would you expect or ever like to see a territory war in the 3v3 format?
Oh, I would. I would love it. But I know that people are going to hate me for that because the community hates 3v3. And so I don't think that would be good for the community, but on a personal level, I would sign up and I would enjoy it.
It'd be good because it'd be different.
I think I like 3v3. I think that I've seen a lot of feedback of ways to make 3v3 better. I think one of the number one things is just some ways to sandbox 3v3 so we can get more used to it. It's kind of like a shock to the system a lot of times. But I like the change of pace. I do. Shoot me.
Well, I think, territory war, we got 4 territory wars in a row. They're all 5v5 right now. We're in the middle of the 4 in a row, which is pretty rough. Having a 3v3, I think that could be pretty refreshing at least. And it might not be a permanent thing. Maybe just as a one-off, maybe once every couple of months or something, just to shake it up a bit. I'm all down with that. I reckon that's a really, really cool idea. And I mean, theory
crafting. The community would hate it though. They hate us right now for suggesting that. I guarantee.
Maybe they do, and that's fine. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Here's an idea, but we're not here to, we're here to give our opinions. If you don't like it, well, I'm sorry, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles, right? So straight up, don't give them that idea I'm getting from my chat as well. Don't you f***ing dare. That's what I'm hearing. Straight up, they will.
I'm telling you, they hate it. They hate that idea.
Okay. All right, let's move on then. It's been a great little video, Cubs. Let's not go any further. It's been great, mate, to have you as well. Congratulations, dude. Happy anniversary. Streaming career style on YouTube, mate. It's been a long, long ride. It's been great to watch from the outset, mate. It's been even more wonderful in the last few years, mate, joining you, trying to make it bigger and better and even more awesome. It's been a pleasure and an honor, mate. Congrats. Thanks, you, brother.
Love you too, man.
Enjoy. Thank you, guys. Hit the comments, please. 200 more to hit 10K. I need your help. It would be absolutely fantastic. We'll see you again next week on Monday. Love ya. Mwah. Bye.